An update in the trial against Greg and Travis McMichael, the men who shot and killed jogger Ahmaud Arbery. During cross-examination on Friday, Travis McMichael, the man who ended up firing the fatal shotgun blasts, had admitted that Arbery was not a threat to him at all when he had fired the weapon. Prosecutor Linda Dunikowski repeatedly asked McMichael, 35, whether Arbery had yelled at him or brandished a weapon before the deadly encounter on February 23, 2020. No, McMichael testified in Glynn County Superior Court. Quote, he was just running. So he wasn't a threat, didn't have a weapon, he was running, and the McMichaels decided to jump in their truck, take after him with guns, as well as somebody else who joined him. You have, I can't believe I forgot his name, but Bryan, sorry. You had Mr. Bryan there who chased after him as well, grabbing his camera, filming this, using his truck to hit Arbery and box him in, run him off the roads. The McMichaels could corner him like a rat. So now here's the thing, okay? There was no reason for Travis McMichael to actually aim his, aim his weapon at Arbery or shoot him. There was none, but he did. He did. In fact, Dunikowski had said, you know, that no one has to talk to anyone they don't want to talk to, right? So they were, I don't know what they were trying to get him to say, but they had him cornered. And this guy, Travis McMichael, had aimed a shotgun at Arbery, even though Arbery had done absolutely nothing. Nothing. I mean, again, nothing to provoke the McMichaels, just running down the road, just jogging. And that was enough, being a black man on the run from nobody, just going out for a jog. It's disgusting. But now, he told jurors during cross-examination that he had flashed a shotgun in order to deter Arbery from charging at him. Oh, he's going to charge at me if I don't aim my gun at him. Well, now, when I think about that, if somebody aims a gun at you, well, I was taught, don't aim a gun at anything you are not going to shoot. So to me, that is a threatening gesture. That means you're going to shoot me. That means you're going to take my life. And so if you're in that situation and you've got fight or flight going on, what are you going to do? Well, he already tried to flee. And then they chased him down and cornered him. As I said, this is from one of the McMichaels saying, we cornered him like a rat. We cornered him like a rat. He had nowhere to go, facing two guys with guns. What are you going to do if you think you're going to die? You're going to defend yourself, right? Especially if there's somebody with a gun that is pointing it at you, that is threatening you. The only option left to Ahmaud Arbery was to fight. That was it. That was it. And now, the thing, of course, that doomed Arbery is he didn't have a gun. They had guns, he didn't. And so he attempted to defend himself without a gun and failed. It didn't work. The McMichaels cannot claim to have been they can't claim self-defense. They were the aggressors. They chased him. They chased him around. They cornered him, pointed weapons at him. All Arbery did was try to fight back, and that was it. Now there's more. William Roddie Bryan. So now the news on him, and this is actually pretty good for the case against the McMichaels. He had asked prosecutors for a plea agreement. Oh, can I do a plea? Please, can I enter a plea? Can I enter a plea? Now remember, he had boxed Arbery in with his truck and then filmed the encounter. You know what the response was for that? Prosecution said, hell no. No. Lawyers for one of the defendants of the trial of killing of Ahmaud Arbery asked prosecutors, according to CBS News, for a plea deal. Arbery family attorney Lee Merritt told CBS. Merritt said the prosecution turned it down flat out. reported Ben Mitchell, Rodney Hawkins, and Omar Villafranca. Merritt told CBS News that he believes the request means that Bryan is concerned about the strength of the state's case. Bryan is on trial alongside McMichael, Travis McMichael, and his father, Gregory. He's as culpable as the other two, Merritt said of Bryan. Yeah, because he put Arbery in that situation where he was then unable to escape. And then he was stuck in that confrontation in which he died. So now, experts have also suggested the prosecution had succeeded in throwing some serious doubt on the defenses of the three, who have claimed that they were simply trying to make a citizen's arrest and protect their neighborhood after recent crimes. Now, this is a good example of what happens when you get your guns and you play vigilante. That's it. People die. And people die ridiculously over property. Now, I get it, right? Property can be replaced, though. People cannot. Arbery was not doing anything wrong. He was jogging. He did check out a house being built. That, again, that's not a crime. Plenty of other people have checked out that house. Oh, but he was doing something nefarious in that house. Really? Like what? Like what? Was he stealing anything? Did he have anything in his pockets? No. Was there any evidence that he was stealing anything? No. He was checking it out. That was it. And if he was stealing something, that's not justification for killing someone. No, what happened is that they saw a black man who was running around and decided, we're going to go hunting. We're going to grab our guns and we're going to hunt this man. That's it. Now, again, they're like, well, it's because there was crime in the area and we think that he matched the description of a person we saw on camera that was stealing stuff. Now, of course, I've noticed a lot where white people tend to think all black people look the same. Now, I'm not saying all white people do that, obviously. What I am saying is that white people who do not spend any time around black people do have a tendency to think that they all look the same. So, there's that little bit of racism there. And the assumption that, well, if it's a black guy, he must be up to no good. And that's what happened. And so now, as far as stealing, like I've had stuff stolen from me before. That sucks. But what do you do? Well, you call the police. You leave it to the job of the police to find the people who are stealing the things and to arrest the people stealing the things. That's what you do. It's not your job to go out and hunt yourself. Because again, what if you have the wrong person? What if you have somebody who is armed? What if they shoot back? Then you've got an entire situation there. You can lose your life. You can lose your life. This entire thing is out of control. Out of control. The racism and vigilantism in this country, and by the way, the fact that we're washing the guns all at the same time, with so many people having distrust in our institutions and the rule of law, it's a toxic soup. And you only have to look, of course, what had happened in the Rittenhouse trial to see that we're living in a toxic soup. But there is a silver lining here that shows that we might get some justice for Ahmaud Arbery. The fact is, we had a plea deal. We had a plea deal. And that plea deal was rejected because the case is so strong against at least William Roddie Bryan. I can only wonder how strong the case is against the McMichaels. So far, looking pretty good. We may yet, and of course, it's not set in stone. We still have to have, of course, the jury to decide. But seeing how the case is and how strong the prosecution is, well, I mean, it's looking we may yet have some justice for Ahmaud Arbery, and that is something that is good. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.